And greetings from beautiful Augusta, Georgia, where the climate changes about, every 15 minutes. If you don't like the weather right now, just wait. It'll change. You know, I'm real proud of my little daughter. Well, she's my little daughter, but I guess she's a tween now. She's about to be a teen. But my daughter just got invited to be a part of the Jesse Norman School of Arts. She had to jump through a bunch of hoops to get into that little program. And her mom and I went to their open house the other night. And they made it real clear that their mission has pretty much two parts to it. And number one, they want to school children, tweens, and teenagers on the arts. The other side of it is that they demand excellence. So yeah, my little daughter had to jump through a lot of hoops to get into that program, but she's got to jump through more hoops to stay in it. And as parents, we have some responsibilities too. And so I thought about these little videos that I've been putting together every Sunday, and I thought, you know what? It's pretty much the same thing. I'm here to try to impart information to you. And folks, what I'm giving you is not fake news. But the other side of it is, you know, we need to start beginning to band together and strive for excellence together. So I've got a little homework for you today. Now, this video, it's going to be a little policy wonkish, so I want you to stick with me. But we need to talk about the Affordable Care Act. All right? Now, about 10 years ago, folks, I had what you called a health savings account. And that was a real no-frills type of insurance where if I got sick and I needed to go to the doctor, I paid for it. However, just in case something happened that was catastrophic, well, my deductible was $2,000. Well, folks, 10 years ago, something happened to me. I've got an autoimmune disease. And a chain of events occurred, and it ended up landing me to be the guest of University Hospital for about a month and a half. 12 of those days was spent in a coma. When I awoke from this, I was on a ventilator. My doctors had told me that I had gone through cardiac arrest, and I had suffered what they said was a shower of mini strokes. So, the upshot was I had to teach myself how to breathe again, how to talk, and how to walk. Everybody, my doctors, everybody recognized the fact that it was an absolute miracle that I was able to walk out of that hospital under my own steam. And yes, at the end of the day, I paid my insurance company's deductible of $2,000. Well, now all of that has changed. Thanks to the Affordable Care Act, I now have a pre-existing condition. And therefore, the insurance that I have to purchase, let's just say it ain't $40 a month with a $2,000 deductible. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. So let's go back and let's just rewind the tape and look at how all of this happened. Let's go back to what then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said when they were getting ready to vote on that bill. She said, we need to vote on it so we can all find out what's in it. Now, the conservatives, they were literally standing on their heads saying, well, the Democrats are just being secretive about what's in the bill. No. Rewind the tape. What did the woman say? We need to pass the bill so we can find out what's in it. Look at the deeper meaning. She didn't know what was in it. Why didn't she know what was in it? Because no one in Congress wrote the law. So who wrote it? The insurance companies. That's who wrote it. Now here's the scheme. Health insurance is different than any other kind of insurance out there. You want car insurance? Well, you can go and you can call Geico. You can call Progressive, that irritating lady, Flo. You can get State Farm. They are allowed to sell across state lines. If you're an illegal immigrant, You can get some little teeny tiny insurance company out of Texas, and they'll insure you in Georgia. It's not the same with health care, or health insurance, rather. With health insurance, you notice Blue Cross Blue Shield of Georgia, of Alabama, of Texas, New Hampshire, Colorado, whatever. They're not allowed to sell across state lines. The health insurance industry wanted to do this for a long time. Remember Hillary Clinton sitting in the conference room as First Lady with the little cards back in the 1990s? They tried to push it then. They couldn't find a politician after her to push that abortion through until they found a real nice fella by the name of Mr. Barack Obama. And they were finally able to push through what they wanted. And here's what they wanted, folks. It's called single payer. They crafted this legislation, and they crafted the Affordable Health Care Act, or Obamacare, whatever the heck you want to call it. They crafted it so it would fail. Because they want to go to a system where everybody is insured. And they call it single payer, and that's a fun little thing that sounds good, like quantitative easing sounds good, when it really ain't. What it means is that you will be taxed to be insured. And the insurance companies will decide, because they are virtually a monopoly, exactly what those rates will be. But here's the other side of it, folks. When you allow the government to handle your insurance, then they also get to decide what treatment you have. Now, under single payer, back 10 years ago, yeah, I'd gone through cardiac arrest. Yes, I had suffered multiple strokes. I was in such a delicate condition that they could not take me and run the test to find out exactly what kind of brain damage had been done. So under single payer, my doctors might have just said, he's a lost cause. And my family would have just had to have stand by and watched them pull the plug. I wouldn't be here today to see my daughter be in the Jesse Norman School of Arts. That's reality, folks. Okay, so I've given you the information. So now let's go to the part about being excellent. I got some homework for you. And it ain't going to take you but just a minute. And don't say I'm going to do it in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I got to wash the clothes first. Got to do this, that. No, just stop what you're doing. Go online. You got a congressman and you got 2 senators. So you just send 3 emails and tell them, everybody's got a boss. Everybody's got a boss. Even if you own a small business, you have a boss. The people who come and buy your services or whatever. We're the boss of Washington. And that's what I want you to tell them. I am your boss. And I am demanding, I don't care if you're a Democrat, a Republican, whatever. I am demanding that you immediately repeal the Affordable Health Care Act and add just one little caveat. You ain't got to replace nothing. Add one little caveat. Insurance companies can sell across state lines. Folks, we do that. I guarantee you the rates for insurance will go down. We'll all be covered. Everybody will be happy. Love you, mean it. See you next Sunday.